these chocolate peppermint patties, half cookie, half candy, layered together and dipped in chocolate, these are over the top. And I'm going to start with the chocolate layer that sandwiches a peppermint filling. So you get where I'm going here. And I'm going to measure 3/4 of a cup of graham cracker crumbs into my mixing bowl. I don't use all chocolate cookie crumbs here. I find actually it can be overwhelming. So a 50-50 blend of graham cracker and chocolate cookie crumbs gives me the taste and texture I want. 3/4 of a cup of chocolate cookie crumbs. To color the graham cracker crumbs so it all looks chocolate, I add 1.5 tablespoons of cocoa powder, just a pinch of salt. Stirring the crumbs around breaks down any little lumps, so you don't have to bother sifting. Hey, if you're not turning on the oven, let's keep this delicious recipe as simple as possible. Part of what makes this recipe taste so good, the addition of condensed milk. And that's why it bridges the cookie to candy world. It's rich and sweet, and I need 150 mils, so that's half a tin. And I still need some of that condensed milk for my peppermint filling, so I'm gonna keep that nearby. But I will grab my 1/4 cup of butter that I've melted and let cool a little bit. And now for the flavorings, half a teaspoon of vanilla. I am adding a little peppermint extract here, but I'm gonna put lots more in that peppermint filling. So just a 1/4 teaspoon. When I'm measuring intense flavor extracts, like peppermint or almond extract, I try and take a light hand. You can always add more later. And I'll just set that aside for now because I'll make the peppermint filling and put both in the fridge at the same time. Okay, this peppermint filling is decadent, and that's because the condensed milk, 6 tablespoons. I have 2 cups of icing sugar that I've measured out, and I wanna give that a sift. And I like to work in my icing sugar in 2 additions. And I'll beat this with the paddle, just to blend it first on low speed, just so I don't have a poof of icing sugar everywhere. And then I'll beat it until it's nice and smooth. All right, now for the rest of the icing sugar. Go, another little scrape. Now for the flavoring, I'm adding about 3/4 of a teaspoon of peppermint. I really want to feel that cooling effect of the peppermint. Ooh, you can smell it. Are my eyes watering? Ooh-wee. Okay, let's give this a taste. It's kind of like fondant, except better. Oh, it's all about the condensed milk. Yep, I'm getting the cooling effect. So I give both layers about 2 hours to chill. And here they are chilled, so set up nice and firm. Yes, the same consistency. Now, because I'm not baking anything here, I can't use raw flour. You always have to cook it. So when you're rolling these layers, you want to roll using icing sugar. I'm going to start with my peppermint layer first. Sift a little icing sugar on my workspace. Dusting on top. And just a quick rolling into a 6 to 8 inch square. There we go. Now I'm just gonna push that off to the side and work on my chocolate layers. I'm going to divide this into 2 pieces and roll each into a square of roughly the same size as the peppermint. And I'm gonna push that aside and finish my second chocolate layer. So now I've got a little dish with some cool water, and the first thing I do, just a light brush on this first chocolate layer because it dissolves just a little of the sugar. So when you put your peppermint layer on top, it'll now stay in place. Now, a little water goes on this, and I'll place this one on top. A confession, when I go to the movies, okay, popcorn is my weakness, but I have to have chocolate peppermint candies as part of my movie ritual. I'm using a round cookie cutter. And then, oh, look at the little peppermint patty. Just adorable. I'm not done with these yet. They need a little extra chocolate. So I'm going to dip them partway in dark chocolate and then do a little drizzle of white chocolate. First thing I want to do is measure out 5 ounces of dark chocolate. I'll put this on my water bath. To make a nice satiny finish, I'm adding a tablespoon of butter and half a tablespoon of corn syrup. All right, now my dark chocolate is nice and smooth. I'll just pop the white chocolate on the same heat. Because it's just a little drizzle on top, I don't need to add the butter or the corn syrup to it. There we go. I'll take that off the heat now. I don't want to hide my lovely detail here of the 2 chocolate layers and the peppermint layer in between. So I'm simply going to dip my peppermint patties halfway. So now what I like to do is pop these in the fridge for a couple minutes just to set the chocolate. If I were to pipe the white chocolate on right now, because the dark chocolate is still fluid, the white chocolate would kind of settle into it, but I want the detail to be on top. And here they are chilled, and I have a parchment paper cone. And I'll just pour some of the white chocolate. I don't fill it all the way up to the top. Drizzle away. How you'd like to decorate your peppermint patties is up to you. You could change the design, you could skip the white chocolate altogether. I like the contrast of the two. It'll look really nice on a plate together. I'm gonna let the white chocolate set, which won't take long because these are chilled. Oh, it's time to go find a movie. I need this whole tray.